Thanks for watching this special Watters World edition of The Factor. The next hour, we test the knowledge of everyday Americans on the history of this country, our founding fathers, our representatives in Congress today. We begin it all in Boston, Massachusetts.
Pinhead or Patriot?
Pinhead. He's the president. Pinhead.
All that change is really not changing.
You don't like the president?
No, the guy's weak.
He's one of the best presidents we've ever had since Jimmy Carter and Bill Clinton.
Oh my God.
Patriot.
Patriot. Why a patriot?
He's the president. You can't disrespect the president.
I'm smart and I want respect!
I think he's a nice chap, but he's been handed a poison chalice.
You're a poet, or are you just English?
Yeah, baby!
How's Obamacare working out so far?
Good, great. I guess I don't...
Pinhead or Patriot?
That's Mitt Romney, right?
Do you want to be in his binder full of women?
I don't think so. I think I'd get squished.
Pinhead or Patriot?
Oh,
you know who this is?
This is Tom Kerry.
Tom Kerry?
Give me a break.
Who is Tom Kerry running against?
Wasn't it like Hillary Clinton?
Patriot.
Patriot?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
I believe he knows business.
Pinhead or Patriot?
Patriot.
Patriot, yeah. You voted for him?
Yeah.
His heart's in the right place.
Okay.
I just don't think his mouth is.
Oh man.
You know who this is?
Is it Gore?
Yes, that is Mitt Romney. Why did he run for the presidency? I do not know.
I love scotch. I love scotch.
So, Pinhead or Patriot?
Gross.
You look like you can filibuster for about 10 straight hours.
That's never happened to me before. I must be tired.
You know what? I think he's a patriot.
You do?
He's standing up for what he believes in.
Not related to Tom Cruise, right?
Not related to Tom Cruise.
Great.
I do like what the Tea Party stands for, so I'm going to go Patriot.
Oh, is that Ted Cruz?
That is Ted Cruz.
Oh, he's looking chubbier.
I'm a big fan of eating White Castle burgers.
Do you know who this is?
Yes, I do.
Who's that?
Who do you think it is?
Who do you think it is?
I'm not sure.
I don't know! Third base!
Watch your step.
What I need is a couple of good stiff drinks. How about you?
Pinhead or Patriot?
Patriot. I respect her, too.
Who is it?
I have no idea.
Well, I'm from California, so...
I'm sorry to hear that.
No, Pinhead.
You'll get no argument from me on that.
Patriot.
Patriot.
Yeah.
Do you know who this is?
Pelosi.
I don't know who that is.
You've never seen her before?
No. That's a hard one.
One so hard?
She's the House Minority Leader.
Oh, word?
Word.
Any politician should have to read a bill before they vote on it. Then it's time for her to go.
Go! Come on!
Patriot. She's just so strong, and if she heard me say anything else, she'd probably come hunt me.
You can act like a man! What's the matter with you?
Most people could kick your butt, though.
I'm pretty short. Is that an insult? You're pretty tall.
Wait, what do you mean?
Pinhead. One, she's a Republican.
She's actually a Democrat.
Is she?
You serious, Clark?
Pinhead or Patriot?
I like him.
You like him?
I like him.
You want to have a beer with this guy?
Yeah. I would like to have a beer with Joe Biden.
Grab a brew. Don't cost nothing.
He's the number 2.
He's a number 2?
What exactly do you do, Mr. Number 2?
You don't know who the Vice President of the United States is?
Nah, but I know the president, though.
You should be proud.
Oh, Pinhead.
Pinhead. Why do you say that?
Because you just never know what's going to come out of his mouth.
He looks like a pinhead. Sorry, mate.
Why does everything I do sound like a leprechaun?
Pinhead or Patriot?
He's got a nice smile, man.
You like those chompers?
Yeah. They're perfect.
The guy is everything you're not supposed to be, while his heart's always in the right place. You know, he's the definition of what a patriot should be.
Wow, that's an old picture because he's gained some weight.
A lot of goodies for you guys and a big gulp Dr. Pepper for me!
Who do you think it is if it's not the Vice President?
It's probably the Speaker of the State or something like that.
I don't know.
Oh, you were such a genius.
Pinhead or Patriot?
Well, half and half.
One dog goes one way and the other dog goes the other way.
Half and half?
I don't know how much support he has within the party.
You're going with Patriot?
I'm going Patriot. Is he on your network?
No. Do you know what Boehner's job is?
The Treasury or something?
Look at those eyes.
Ooh, yeah, it could be evil, couldn't he? Looks a bit like the new J.R. Ewing.
Is that a fact?
Look deep into his eyes.
Microphone's cutting out on us.
If his skin was a little bit darker, I think he'd look like George Clooney.
Ted Nugent called. He wants his shirt back.
What about his eyes? Baby Blue.
My dad. Look good.
That's your dad?
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Harry Reid.
Harry Reid. Nailed it. Pinhead or Patriot?
I don't know. I don't care.
You got to show that you got some confidence in yourself.
Harry Reid. What do you think he does?
Reads.
He reads.
I like it. I got one tiny little comment.
Pinhead.
Pinhead. Why is this guy a pinhead?
He is so ultimately a party line guy.
He looked like a pinhead.
Harry.
Harry. I don't know. Truman.
Truman?
You've got to stop thinking about it.
Last one.
Yeah, there's our man right there, Bill O'Reilly. Watch him every night.
This is my personal favorite. Pinhead or Patriot?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What? 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 You said what?
Patriot or Pinhead?
He's definitely a pinhead. Look at him.
Look at
That's a very seductive look.
It's a seductive look.
Absolutely.
Oh, Patriot!
Yeah?
I
think it's a pinhead. Oh, and if this is the O'Reilly show, I love him. Everything's good.
Next on the rundown, Jesse Waters went out to find out what the folks know about their chief executives.
Speak softly and carry a big...
Stick.
Who said that?
Oh my God, I forgot his name.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Waters is next. Americans not knowing very much about their country, because we are celebrating President's Day, we commissioned a special Waters Whirl. Jesse went out and posed some questions based on famous presidential quotes.
We're doing something for President's Day, asking people about famous slogans. The buck stops here.
Trump.
No.
Franklin Roosevelt. No, that's Truman. Mr. Truman.
Truman.
The bus stops here?
Not the bus, the buck.
I'll turn this damn bus around.
Harry.
Truman?
Harry Truman.
Yes, that's what I just said, I swear.
Who said that? The buck stops here.
Dunno.
Who?
Dunno.
Dunno?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know.
Yeah.
Roosevelt?
Truman.
I don't know. Nixon.
What did he do in life?
He was the president.
Oh, he was? Oh my God, I feel stupid.
Well, this certainly comes as a shock to me.
Who did Harry Truman bomb? You remember that?
I'm gonna say it. Russia.
No.
Nah.
Japan. Speak softly and carry a big...
That's really tempting, but I don't plan on being around here much longer.
Speak softly and carry a big...
Brain.
Speak softly, but carry a big...
Stick.
Excellent. Do you know who said that?
Roosevelt.
Which one?
Teddy.
Very good.
That's exactly who I mean.
Carry a big stick. Oh.
Put a quarter in the swear jar. I don't remember.
Teddy Roosevelt.
What are you so mad about?
There's nothing to fear but...
Fear itself?
Who said that?
I just did.
Edgar Allan Poe.
FDR.
Very good. A house divided against itself cannot stand.
Lincoln?
Lincoln? I don't know.
You got it.
Embarrassingly enough, I haven't heard that one.
Never heard of that?
No, rub it in.
Who did Lincoln free?
Oh, the slaves?
You sure?
Not sure.
Come on, man.
Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country.
Thank you anyway.
Okay.
I think I hear my mother calling me.
Ask not what your country can do for you, but...
What you could do for your country?
Very good.
you can do for your country.
Very good. Who said that?
John F. Kennedy.
Excellent job.
Kennedy?
You got it! Ask not what your country can do for you, but...
What your country can do for you.
No, that's what I said. Ask not what your country can do for you, but...
What you could do for your country? I didn't come up with that one.
And who said that? Bill Clinton. No, JFK.
You know something? He's right.
You ever watch the O'Reilly Factor on Fox News Channel?
You know, he was actually very funny at the Kennedy Award.
He's the only one not nervous about what I'm going to say.
Did you ever watch the O'Reilly Factor?
Yes, I'm not a fan.
My husband is addicted to it.
I did read one of his books to have an open mind, though.
That's nice.
What do you think you're doing?
No?
Spin stops here.
That's right.
All right, so how many people would you say you queried out there?
About a dozen, maybe a little bit more.
Uh-huh. And if you had to give them a collective grade, what would it be?
I would go C-. Okay. I think everybody knows the JFK quote, but other than that, it was very difficult. And to clear something up, we don't just scrape the bottom of the barrel here. Two of the people that bombed the JFK quote, which was pretty easy, one of them went to Fordham, and the other one went to NYU.
Oh, that's interesting.
Which are great schools.
So before you shove the mic in their face, you ask a little bit about them.
Well, no, actually, I said, when he bombed, I said, well, where do you go to school? And I said, NYU. And I said, oh, boy, well, how much does that cost?
It must be in arts. But you do talk to them a little bit before you start the interview.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
Because I get a lot of mail like, you're looking for morons.
No, it's not that hard in Penn Station, if anyone's ever been to Penn Station.
It's not that hard anywhere, it's not just Penn Station.
Right.
But you're trying to get a cross-section of people.
Right, I mean, one of the women had a fur coat. I mean, that coat must have cost a lot of money. And some people were homeless, so we get a wide variety of people.
You didn't have any homeless people there, did you?
Well, I think one of the people was just hanging out. You know, the dark-skinned woman with the hood?
Yeah.
I think she was just kind of hanging out at Penn Station.
All right, well, maybe she was undercover, though. She could have been a New York City detective.
That's right.
You know, that
it was a sting.
I don't think you should generalize, Waters. All right, Jesse Waters, everybody, living large. Waters World on deck. Jesse goes to Earth Day. Can't wait.
How do you personally help the environment?
I recycle.
I grow a lot of plants.
You grow plants?
Yes.
What kind of vegetables do you have?
Tomatoes.
Big tomatoes?
Pretty good size.
Juicy? Could I try one of your tomatoes one time?
If you come over.
Right back. The nation celebrated Earth Day. Although many missed it, there were some events around the country. So we sent Waters down to one in Lower Manhattan.
Happy Earth Day.
Happy Earth Day. It's the best day of the year.
That's great.
What country do you think is the biggest polluter?
America.
Probably us. I'm going to say us.
Why?
Well, have you been to Detroit?
Somebody's got the wrong idea around here.
Which country do you think is the biggest polluter?
I don't know that. You're asking me nonsense, kid.
Oh, what's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this?
I would say South America, somewhere, you know.
South America's not a country.
Thailand.
China.
China, because of the amount of coal they use right now in their production.
Don't be an idiot. Come on.
Shut up. Don't be a moron.
What is global warming?
I don't really know what it is, but I just believe in global warming.
People say the Earth is getting warmer.
Why is they saying that?
Over the last 15 years, how much has the Earth's temperature increased, do you think?
Well, the heck knows. Global warming is not caused by Mother Nature. It's caused by God bringing judgment, okay?
How much do you think the Earth has warmed over the last 15 years?
35.
3.75 degrees.
15 degrees.
100 and something degrees.
That would cook you right here on the sidewalk.
1.11.
I thought there was global warming. What happened?
What, cat got your tongue, or did he eat that for breakfast too?
Oh, whoa. You okay? You looking for Earth Day?
I think I found it.
Earth Day's right here.
Stranger danger! Stranger danger!
What is worse for the environment, cars or cows?
I'm gonna say cars, but in a weird way I feel like it's the cows.
Cars. Cars.
Cows. Can you believe that?
No, I can't believe that.
It's true. The UN said so.
Well, That explains it.
Do you believe the UN?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's like a give and take. Like, we get to eat them.
Yes, we
so
do.
it's like, but you can't eat a car. So.
Cows, because they fart.
I feel extreme relaxation.
How do you personally help the environment?
I recycle.
I drive a really efficient car.
I don't litter.
Wow, see, that's very green of you.
Yeah.
You're like Al Gore.
Who's Al Gore?
He was the vice president, big green guy.
I'm wearing my magical crystals. I love the earth.
Okay, can you heal me with those crystals?
I can. Put it on your third eye. Tap it. This is the amethyst. Feel it. Soak it in. Soak it in.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I grow a lot of plants.
You grow plants?
Yes.
What kind of vegetables do you have?
Tomatoes.
Big tomatoes?
Pretty good size.
Juicy? Could I try one of your tomatoes one time?
If you come over.
Please, I have a headache.
I'm a wacky chicken, but I believe in love.
Can you give Bill some advice on how to be a green guy?
I just want to invite Bill to take a few moments to tap right into here.
Tap in, Bill. What do you think he should do to help the environment?
Buy up all the beef.
Where's the beef?
Use some solar panels. Tell people to recycle.
Do you ever watch Waters World?
I do not.
I'm Waters.
That's right, I'm here.
And you're in my world right now.
Oh, fabulous. I'm so happy to be here.
I don't buy that. So what should Americans do to combat climate change?
Recycling programs and solar energy. Maybe biking, taking the bus. That's a fairly loaded question.
Turn off the lights, stop driving so much.
What's going on?
Well, we're just interested in why you chose him. It seems like you guys would like to misrepresent our organization, look like it's some kind of hippie thing.
Thanks for interrupting.
This conversation is over.
So what happens to solar energy when there's no sun outside?
It stores the energy from the days where there is sunlight, and then there's enough to power even when there isn't.
Wind energy is actually coming along in the States a lot faster than solar power.
So what happens when the wind stops blowing?
It restores it, like it just builds up the energy.
Come again?
So did you drive or did you walk?
I actually drove.
I drove.
Uh-oh. What about all those emissions?
I'm sorry?
I don't know what we're talking about.
This isn't about us taking a trip across the country. This is about young people standing up for our future.
How'd you get here?
I drove.
Okay, so you don't have any shoes on. What's that all about?
Decided I didn't really want to wear them tonight.
That's the truth, baby. But what I'm going to do when I get home is plant the trees to offset my carbon.
You're going to plant some trees when you go home.
I love anybody who loves trees.
Well, they happen to be a great passion of mine.
Gas prices are astronomical right now. What would you do to reduce them?
Try to stop using gas.
What the hell is this? It's a Prius.
So when the gas prices go up, just everybody take off Friday.
If everyone does it, then it works.
You don't want to get rid of cars, do you?
It might not hurt.
Do you even know what you just said?
But how would people get around if there's no gas?
You would change the way cars are run. Algae, potentially.
Algae-powered cars?
Yeah.
What?
Al Gore, are you a fan?
I think that Al Gore's a good leader. I think that he's not the answer, though.
Me and the O'Reilly man probably agree on a dislike of Al Gore because I'm going to assume he does.
That's why I'm successful.
You must be the change. You've got everything it takes to do it. Come on and let's get this done.
All right, so what did you guys think of the Gore speech?
We didn't go to the Gore speech.
Yeah, we just got back from the bar.
Just finishing breakfast.
What about Van Jones? You a fan of Van Jones?
I don't know who that is.
I'm back!
You ever watch The O'Reilly Factor?
No. What's that?
That's the funniest damn thing I've ever heard!
Yeah, sometimes I watch Fox News. What's your favorite show?
The Simpsons.
Don't!
I'm not an O'Reilly fan.
Really?
Aren't you guys the affiliate, Fox News?
No, this is for Bill O'Reilly.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
That's pretty intense.
I love him.
On deck, Waters asking the folks military questions on Memorial Day. Waters World, the Memorial Day edition. We sent Jesse out to Jones Beach on Long Island to ask the folks about our country's military history. Roll it.
Do you know why you're off today?
Why?
America.
America. You know, fallen soldiers.
Who did America fight in the Revolutionary War?
The French? No.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Countries.
Countries?
Yes.
China.
China?
Wow, I feel really dumb. Was it the French?
Who did America fight?
Revolutionary War? Ourselves. Well, North versus South, the Confederate versus the Union.
That was the Civil War.
Oh.
Britain. Britain?
Right across there?
Mm-hmm.
That's Great Britain.
Really?
What was George Washington's job?
George Washington was one of the presidents.
Which president?
He was the second president after Lincoln.
He was general or something.
He didn't work with horses, did he?
God bless you.
Thanks, you too.
Who won the Civil War?
Not the Confederates. The Northeast or whatever.
Us.
Who's us?
Great Britain.
Wasn't it the French?
What was the Civil War about?
Couldn't be able to tell you.
No idea.
Of course not.
You should know.
I know, right?
Yeah. Do you remember what the Civil War was about?
Civilization.
The North?
You sure?
No, it was the South.
I believe the North won that Civil War.
Abraham Lincoln. What did he do? Was he in the North or the South?
He was in the South.
He was in the North.
No, but didn't he live in the South?
World War II. Who'd we fight there?
Wow, I just learned this too.
You did?
Really putting me to the test. My teacher watches this. He's probably going to be real mad.
It was the Allies versus the Axis. Vietnam.
China.
The South.
That was the last question.
China.
Germany and Japan.
Who bombed us in Pearl Harbor?
Damn, that's a tough question. Yeah. Was it China?
China?
I don't know.
Close.
Korea, right?
No, I don't think Korea.
Not Korea.
No. Russia? No.
Not Russia.
Wow.
Was it the Koreans? Am I getting close?
Japan.
Very, very good. Who won the Cold War?
I'm not the best historian here, but...
You don't say.
The Russians won.
No one. Didn't we just agree to disagree?
America and Russia came out together after World War II. We're kind of shaky, kind of frenemies.
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 Was it the French? I feel bad. I'm blaming everything on the French.
Well, I'd say we won because our goal was to stop communism, the spread.
Who'd we fight against?
I'd say USR.
USSR?
Yeah, USSR.
Why did they call it the Cold War?
I think it was cold in Russia, right?
Because no one was making advances, right? It wasn't an actual fighting.
Which dictator did the U.S. topple in Iraq?
What do you mean toppled?
Osama bin Laden.
Osama bin Laden.
You know, we kill everybody.
You mean we bring them to justice?
Yeah, we bring them to justice.
Saddam Hussein. Got him.
Which president took him out?
Oh, that wouldn't be Barack Obama. Obama.
Obama. No, it was G-Dub?
It was Bush.
George W. Bush?
It was George Bush.
Which one?
W.
I feel stupid. This is terrible.
Yeah, it was warm out there. It might have been the sun. Could it possibly be the sun?
Brain cells a little bit.
Yeah, the best answer was why the Cold War, because it's cold in Russia.
That's right.
It makes sense to me.
That's right. I mean, my favorite, who did we fight in World War II? The South.
The South, right. Okay. Well, in southern Germany, there were U.S. troops. Now, people always say that you go out and spotlight the dumbest people you can find.
I mean, come on. I went out and I looked for girls who were attractive. I looked for guys who were drinking. Your average, typical guy at the beach, right?
No, but they weren't intoxicated.
No one was intoxicated. I got there at 11. So, people hadn't been drinking that long. These people are normal, average college kids.
Okay, but what I want to tell you is that we don't edit out the right answers, right?
Bill, this could have been 10 minutes long. We have much more where this came from.
Was anybody smart?
One of the girls was 4 for 5.
Right.
Okay, and she was our
one in
ringer.
the green bathing suit.
Yeah, we dinged her a lot.
Okay.
And then I think the girl with the thong, she was 1 for 5.
1 for 5.
The two brothers, I think, were 0 for 5. They were in trouble.
Next time, ask them where they went to college or high school.
Some of them told me where they went to college. I don't want to name names right now. Should I?
Yeah.
Maryland, University of Maryland.
The Terrapins.
Big contingent.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
It is pretty brutal out there, but this is what, you know, and it's random. You're just selecting them random.
Totally
You don't have a
random.
big sign. Please, if you're dumb, talk to me. You don't have a sign.
No, I do attract dumb people, but I don't have a sign.
Yeah, you do attract dumb people. I know that. Waters World on deck. Jesse Gazzetta, Spring Break, to ask about liberals on campus. I guess there are liberals right there. I don't know. Waters is next.
It's running.
Waters World segment tonight. Jesse Waters was reluctant to go to spring break, fearing his sensibilities might be offended. But we convinced him that in the interest of news analysis, he must go to Panama City. And so he did, to ask the students there to grade President Obama.
What's Obama's grade on gas?
I would have to go with a D. Go with a D minus. He's failing. He's failing out of college right now.
They go from $3 to $4.
I know that.
I remember when they were 99 cents.
No, you don't.
When was that, 1940?
Those are...
I didn't bring my car to college.
But how'd you get down here?
I drove.
I'm driving. Beer prices have gone up.
Give Obama a grade on the economy.
I mean, he doesn't have that much to do with it.
All right, then we'll give him a D+. I don't know why you're looking at me.
This isn't about you.
I actually don't know anything about the economy.
What would you give it?
But I'll do the interview. Now, what about the...
Even if you were Jeffrey Dahmer, we would love you.
What's the unemployment rate at right now? Do you know what the unemployment rate is right now?
Oh, 99%.
Adam Smith, he's an economist back in the 1800s. He said laissez-faire.
What was it again?
Laissez-faire.
Laissez-faire.
It will work itself out.
It's laissez-faire. Let's get that right.
Grade Obama on the national debt.
Oh, really bad. But it was strategic.
Strategery.
Do you know what the debt is right now?
No. Inform me, please. It's like 17 gazillion.
Oh, it's 16 trillion.
Oh,
Kiss your mother with that mouth?
The debt, you can get out of it. Actually, you can't.
I wish we'd have known that then.
Grade the president of Afghanistan.
Afghanistan is Afghanistan. You're not making a difference.
How can you say that?
What do you guys think about the corruption in the Karzai regime?
The what? There's no reason to be in Afghanistan.
Now, grade the president on overall presidential leadership.
He's such a wuss when it comes to the Republicans, like just pushing him around in Congress.
It's pathetic.
He killed Osama bin Laden. A+.
America. We'll go with a D. He ain't the best, but he's definitely not the worst.
You could still change your mind.
Do you guys ever watch The O'Reilly Factor?
My dad does every night, and my dad's gonna watch this and be so embarrassed.
Isn't it weird, though, when you have a kid and all your dreams and hopes just go right out the window?
Anything you guys want to say to Bill?
To Bill Clinton?
That's interesting.
Oh, to Bill Clinton. Bill O'Reilly.
I love you, Bill. I love you, Bill!
How did I get chosen for this interview?
Are you messing with me right now?
Where do you go to school?
Florida State, Florida State, Florida State.
University of Wisconsin-Madison. I go to the United States Air Force Academy, and this sweetheart goes to University of Kentucky.
Stanford
University.
You guys must be smart.
Not that smart. You made a mistake letting us in.
University of Alabama.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. I go to Akron University.
What's the mascot there?
The Zips.
Like a zipper?
How the hell did you get the zipper all the way to the top?
It's like a kangaroo.
I go to MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology.
I know what that stands for.
College is overrated.
What's your major?
Machine tool technology.
Machine technology. What are you going to work on?
Machinist.
You're a machinist?
Yeah.
What's the school like? What's the reputation?
It's just where you go when you don't want to go to a real school.
Do you ever find the professors sometimes try to like change your mind about politics?
You know what? At the United States Air Force Academy, there are still very many very liberal individuals.
You're kidding.
They get a little bit offended when you're conservative, and it's like, hey, it's just the way I am made.
What does liberal mean?
That's really dumb.
I had a professor freshman year who introduced himself as the most raging liberal you'll ever meet.
How do you absorb that?
If you don't like it, then he doesn't care. He tells you to get out. Everyone has their own opinion, and if you don't like it, you still have to grade fairly.
Did you ever encounter a situation in class where you think the professor's going a little over the line?
I had a criminology class, and I also had a religion and social issues class, and both the teachers were very, very liberal.
Rick Santorum came to our school and he spoke, and she kind of ripped him apart in the classroom and said that he didn't fund public education and whatnot.
I just want to learn about my major. I don't feel like learning about their own politics.
They tried to convert the entire class to Muslim religion.
I think that's illegal.
They said that Islam and Christianity worship the same God.
Do you think you were given a worse grade because you challenged the teacher?
I got a B+ instead of an A, and I'm really upset about it.
Well, why don't you cry about it?
Do you ever try to change your essay or your answers according to his political bias?
Oh, definitely.
Who are they bashing?
Mitt Romney, Todd Aiken. We actually had a bunch of kids that got up and left.
When time came to vote, he passed around registration cards and had everyone like register.
Does he work for Acorn on the side? What's your major?
Fashion merchandising.
How's my collar?
It's good.
Let's get this model on his way.
You gotta put your collar. This is awful.
What do you mean?
You gotta put it down. It's not cool.
Why are you yelling at me?
I thought I was hip.
No, you're not hip at all.
You sure about that?
I'm positive.
Do people like Fox News at the school there or not?
Oh, dude, it's their favorite.
Yeah, dude?
Yeah.
I'm the dude. So that's what you call me.
Did you ever watch Bill O'Reilly?
No.
Have you heard of Bill O'Reilly?
Have you heard of Bill Cosby?
That's a genius at work.
Bill, I love you, man.
I appreciate that.
What's your favorite part of the show?
Waters World.
I don't know what that is.
I'm Waters.
Okay.
And you're in my world right now.
Yeah, I like it then. I love it.
I love it.
Jesse Waters on how much Americans really know or care about the folks who gave us freedom.
Who's your favorite founding father?
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln.
Well, he's not a founding father, isn't he?
No.
First president?
I want to get this down on a tape recorder because nobody is going to believe me.
Provocative Waters world ahead. About what a great achievement that really was. However, it's safe to assume that some of us know or care little about that achievement. So we sent Jesse Waters out on the 4th of July to put things into perspective.
You guys know why you're off on July 4th?
Independence Day.
I'm a teacher, so we have the off.
What are we celebrating today?
Independence, not being at work.
Freedom! I like that.
I'm here to talk to you about freedom.
What year did we sign the Declaration of Independence?
I don't know any of this stuff.
No?
Oh, God, come on, no history, please.
Maybe you need a refresher course. Hey!
1964? 1864? 1776.
1776.
All right, there you go.
The bicentennial.
The bicentennial.
The bicentennial.
I didn't say that.
Who do we declare independence from?
I don't know.
You know? Independence from the king?
King who?
Not Midas, not Tut. I haven't the slightest.
Great Britain.
Do you know what year that was?
1600s, I don't know.
What's the basis of July 4th?
Looking across the pond and saying, England, you lost.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Who's your favorite founding father?
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln.
Well, he's not a founding father, isn't he?
No.
First president?
I want to get this down on a tape recorder because nobody is going to believe me.
George Washington. What's a founding father?
Hi, I'm Earth. Have we met?
What is Ben Franklin famous for?
100th president.
Anybody that asks you for an idea must be an idiot.
Well, I like Ben Franklin better.
Oh, okay.
He's on the 100. Washington's on the single. Thomas Jefferson.
What did he do?
He signed it.
Yeah, he
Right?
actually wrote it.
Oh.
What is the matter with all of you?
What about Sam Adams?
What about him?
What do you
Good beer.
A good beer?
Beer.
You had a few of those already?
No, I
Give me some more punch.
You know who Patrick Henry was?
I've heard of him before, but I don't know what he did.
Give me liberty or give me...
Freedom. Freedom?
Truth, justice, and the American way.
Why were we fighting the British?
Taxation without representation?
No taxation.
No taxation.
You can't be taxed if you're not represented as an individual.
Now, who's famous for that line?
John Smith? No, that's not it.
Sam Adams. You guys are learning something every day. Life, liberty, and...
Freedom of speech.
Well, it's good enough for me.
Me too.
I'm fine.
What's the best part about this country?
Our rights.
Everybody can be a go-getter and anybody can do whatever they want.
Are you a go-getter?
Yeah.
All right, go get them.
Let's go! Come on!
Did you guys ever watch Bill O'Reilly?
Sometimes. It's kind of like more it's on, but I'm not really paying attention.
I am too hurt.
What have you heard of him?
Not to watch him.
I like it. It's informative.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say to him on July 4th?
Hope you have an awesome day.
All right, you're at Jones Beach, right?
Yeah.
Out in the state park.
Right.
Now, we always, you're obviously looking for a few laughs, looking for the dopey answers. What percentage of people knew what the revolution was all about, the Declaration of Independence? What percent?
We interviewed 27 people. 55% had no clue about the founding of this country.
Now, did you pick them out from any reason, appearance-wise? I mean, we were looking at a young lady in a little bathing suit there.
Yeah, I go by the bathing suit, Bill.
Yep, you picked them out by the bathing suit.
It's all about the bikini and the looks. No, I look for young people that are attractive or have a very distinct look.
Okay, so you're looking for under 40 people to ask these questions to see what the educational process is. All right. When you go out, did anybody get mad at you when you ask them these questions? Because that one girl looked a little steamed who didn't know anything. I mean, she had no idea.
Well, I try not to tell them exactly what I'm asking about. I kind of vague at first. It's like,
so you mislead them.
Well, I don't mislead them.
To a false sense of security.
Not at all, Bill. I'm never like that. But, I say, we'd like to talk to you about July 4th.
Right.
And then you hit them with the Sam Adams second question. And then once they're in, they're in.
They all knew it was a beer, though.
Oh, of course.
Everybody
Yeah, and they had a few at that point.
All right. Jesse Waters surveying the folks about presidential politics in a wild waters world.
Who's the greatest American president?
Abraham Lincoln, definitely.
George W. Thomas Jefferson.
Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton.
Waters World segment tonight, it is to our benefit, to get Jesse Waters out of the building as much as possible for a variety of reasons I really can't get into. His latest assignment, asking the folks about leadership.
So who's the greatest American president?
Abraham Lincoln, definitely.
Lincoln, yeah. The man has a huge monument.
Oh, Grease Lightning, take your foot off the gas.
George W. Thomas Jefferson.
Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton.
I thought he was a terrific speaker.
And Lincoln's leadership. What exactly did he do?
I literally have no idea.
I can't believe it. How about you guys?
I can't believe it.
Now, I'm going to show you a few pictures of other presidents, and we'll just go bing, 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 bing.
Bing, 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 bing.
Peanut farmer.
You're not helping at all.
That's Jimmy Carter.
Nixon.
Not Carter. No, definitely not. I don't know.
It's Carter.
I think it was a serious mistake.
They said his name weird. Jimmy Carter.
Mr. Carter.
You seem like a Carter fan.
I'm not a Carter fan.
Just by looking at you.
What are you looking at, Papa?
Who's that right there?
JFK.
That's JFK.
What's that stand for?
Idiot.
Who's that?
Hoover?
Dwight Eisenhower.
Who are you? One of the mental patients?
FDR. Do you know what that stands for?
Franklin Roosevelt.
No! I honestly did not know that.
Now, what's he most famous for?
Isn't there a famous building named after him?
That's Lincoln.
Very good.
My boy.
Abraham Lincoln,
Very
my favorite president.
If she were a president, she'd be Abraham Lincoln.
Who's that right there? Taft?
Taft.
I have no idea.
Theodore Roosevelt.
Stranger is wise.
Who's that?
Bush Sr.
Ooh, that hurts, man.
There you go again.
This is Ronald Reagan. He was wonderful, yes.
Now, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear Ronald Reagan?
Wasn't he an actor?
Bonzo!
He cared about this country. What's his most famous line?
The broccoli? No, that's George Bush.
I do not like broccoli.
Is that Nixon?
Is she right?
Oh my God, that is so embarrassing. My parents, if they see this.
Now, ever watch The O'Reilly Factor?
All the time.
Anything you want to say to Bill?
Keep on trucking.
Just keep speaking the truth.
What up?
I love O'Reilly.
He's a liar. Nobody gave you a speaking part. Nobody cares.
What's O'Reilly lied about?
It's not that he lies, but he holds back on some truth.
You a Ron Paul guy?
I like Ron Paul.
I knew it.
I didn't know you wanted to get involved with the discussion, Mr. Helper.
Bill O'Reilly is very charming.
Do you ever watch Water's World?
No.
Do you ever watch The O'Reilly Factor?
The only electronic equipment I have is a record player.
Are you like going back in time?
I need to get back to 1985.
How you doing, Bill? I hope I'm a Patriot today.
All right, now there is actually a poll, right, taken about who was the best American president. Who took it and how did it turn out?
It was a Gallup poll, and Americans think Ronald Reagan is the greatest United States president. Second, Lincoln. Third, Bill Clinton. And then fourth and fifth, we have JFK and we have Washington.
So Washington comes in fifth.
He came in fifth.
Now, I think that's probably an editorial comment from me, the lack of history.
Well, they probably have an all-red killing Lincoln. So
well, they should, but
skewed.
When you're in school, I mean, you should know of the achievements of a guy like Lincoln, Jefferson,
right,
Franklin Delano Roosevelt,
absolutely,
Teddy Roosevelt. I mean, you know, I'm not going to get into who's the best and who isn't the best, but I don't think people know what they're talking about. I think that piece that you just put on illustrates, kind of like that. Jesse Watters, everybody. Again, thanks for watching us tonight. I am Bill O'Reilly. Please always remember that the spin stops right here. We're definitely looking out for you.